Hello and welcome back to Assertiveness. We are talking about being raised by a single mother. Guys, so before the ad break, I wanted us to discuss a little bit about the law. Because the law basically says a man can come in and out of his child's life as he pleases. The mother should not prohibit a man from being part of a child's life. How do you feel about that? And I'll tell you why. I've got a friend who just had a baby and the father is really just like, for a lack of a better word, the word I wanted to use is very, very strong. He's a douche, honestly speaking. He is a proper douche and he's acting like, come on his social media, you'll never see this child. He acts like this child doesn't exist. But unokufona as umntwana unjani, umntwana wenza, umntwana udinga malini, umntwana wenza, and I'm just like, oh, I hate him. And he's frustrated because she's now going through this whole thing. And I mean, raising a child is not easy. You know, she's going through this whole experience by herself. She's scared half of the time. She's panicking half of the time. There's a money issue. There's an emotional issue. And her biggest worry is that this child might grow up one day and think, Uguti, she stopped, you know, the father from being in this child's life. So, but now the law in the country says you can't stop a man from in and out. So what I want to know is, from your side, would you have liked it if the law had forced your dad to be in your life? And as I mean, just when we were on a break now, somebody said, forgive your dad. And you said, why should I forgive somebody who's not sorry?
Exactly.
Yeah. Should we force men to be in there? Should we legally force them to be in their children's lives?
No. I literally feel like if you have to force someone to do the right thing,
yeah,
then they won't do the right thing the right way, you feel?
Yeah.
So now if you have to force your partner to be in your child's life,
yeah,
then he'll be there, but you know his heart is somewhere else. His mind is somewhere else. Therefore, he'll be there, but he won't be there.
But then it's a curse of a woman then. Then it's unfair to women. Because, as you said, a woman is the one who's pregnant. So now I'm child life. Not even like that. But it's almost like the woman doesn't have a choice then in the matter. The man has a choice. He can choose whether he wants to be in or out. But umfazi yena akana choice vele. Mntana. It perpetuates that saying. I don't know if you know the saying in Sotho, ngwana kwa mama hai. Basadi abana choice is what we're saying.
Okay, it's a tough one, but I feel like the law should make it mandatory for like financial support and all that stuff.
Oh no, it's mandatory. Financial support is mandatory, but the woman has to go and institute that.
Okay, well, I feel like the penalty of non-compliance should be like much higher.
Okay.
Because I mean, there are kids who are like suffering while their dads are like living their best lives, traveling with their new wives and the new families, whereas this person's school fees are not paid. You feel me?
But Kanya, we just spoke about the financial side and we said that that's not all that goes into a child.
Yeah, I know, but then
force this man to see his child every single week. Supervised visit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but there are pros and cons to that. But like you said, like, he can be there, but he'll still be absent.
Exactly, and the child will feel.
The child will feel.
But that's what I'm saying.
If you've got a boyfriend in your life who's just there for presents, but he doesn't show love, he doesn't do anything for you. He's just there. He's just a shadow that's there. What's the point of him being there?
And I fully understand that. But for me, what's unfair is that I, as a mother, have no choice. What if Linda, I don't want to be there?
Okay, well,
I think this one goes into...
What if Linda, I wake up one day and I'm like, I actually can't do this. And they've got days, guys. Mothers wake up, single mothers wake up every... There are days when they wake up and they're like, you know what? I actually can't do this. Okay. But they don't have a choice. Well, how is that fair? You guys are men. Tell me how
it's not fair, but we didn't decide that. Nature did, you feel? Nature decided, okay, you're gonna carry. You feel? So, no, I'm just saying that. I'm just saying, in as much as.
But who makes a baby? Is it a woman who makes a baby?
No, obviously it's both parties who make the baby.
And trust me, a man.
But then,
in that child's life.
all I'm saying is, nature decided that, okay, women won't have the choice. But like some women, they do. Sometimes they're like, okay, Yazin, get in the car, going out. And they'll drive there to like Free State and they'll be like, okay, get out of the car. Or in university, they'll leave the babies in the dustbin. Like, that's
because they're tired. And because there's no emotional support.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you do have a choice though. Like that is
No,
a
you don't. Guys, that's an extreme choice.
leaving your baby in the bin. That's a choice.
Neither the person who's making a baby with me is going to have supervised. If they decide when they don't want to be part of my life, they're going to be a part of their child's life. I will force it. I will go and get the law will just have to change for me.
Part of their life in what way?
You need to come and see your child every freaking week.
Just be a
It's
shadow
your
in
child.
that life.
I don't care. Izozohlala phansi unake umntwana ngizokusupervise mina ngizohlala nawe but change amanephi because honestly speaking we're making it too easy for men to just walk out of their children's lives.
True, but at the same time, you need to understand that he can be there. He can be changing these nappies, but the child will feel that this guy is not here.
It's fine. While he's changing the nappies, ngizofunda ilibhuku ngibheke imagazine mina ngibe ne-break elifini. The reason why I want it to be done that way is that men need to start understanding what it means to raise a child. Right? Because men don't understand. I have this friend of mine who made a baby with this girl, and he said to me, but I see him once a week. And I'm like, that's not enough. That's not raising a child. Seeing a child once a week is not raising a child. A mother is with you 24/7, 365, and sometimes 368, because some of you children are so problematic. It's almost like a double day.
I mean, we're children, you know. And on that note of being problematic, there are times when like
You're a problem, Manane.
no, I was
Because that wasn't the topic you just brought. We landed that topic.
no, yeah, Shunji, like I was like an undercover problem.
What's an undercover?
It's when you're a problem, but you don't think you're being a problem.
Okay.
You feel. I mean, and also being raised by a single mother. Ne?
Spoiled, in other words.
I wouldn't use that.
I was spoiled. Oh, I was spoiled. I loved being spoiled, guys. It was the best thing of my life. Because I quickly had to learn that life is not that way.
Yeah, true. But you know, like also not having a dad, ne? Like with certain things you'll be like, Ma, okay, can I go here? She'll be like, no, but I don't understand why I have to go there. Whereas with my friends, they'll be like, oh no, but like just let the child go. You know, they have their dads to be like, no, but come on, you're being unreasonable. With my mom, it's always, Ma, you don't understand. Please, can I go here?
Your mother's never unreasonable, eh?
No, the thing is like
Like
my mom, she's not unreasonable, ne? But all I'm saying is that there are certain times where she could have thought twice before saying no, you know? And it's those kind of battles that you only fight when you're an only child.
But can I explain to you why? Sometimes it's easier for mothers to just say no, because then they don't have to protect you extra. When you're in the house, I can see what you're doing at all times.
How am I
The
learning
moment you
anything
tell
if
me
I'm just
about
in your
going out,
space?
I'm going out with Tabo, siya zgupi kune party. Now I'm thinking 100 things at the same. And mothers naturally, we worry. I love how I said we. I'm gonna be a mother one day. Women worry in general, and we panic about a lot of things. You know what I mean? So the moment you tell me you're going out, and there's no sun outside anymore. Oh my gosh.
But then,
All the
like I feel like on that note, if you're gonna keep me in the house, you're gonna keep me in the house. All I'm gonna do is watch TV. Then I won't have social skills. I won't be able to make friends.
See,
It's
this
not like
is
that.
where I think I have a great perspective because I have a white mom.
Yeah.
All of my friends, basically all of my friends are black.
Yeah.
And it's just interesting to see how everything happens. I can tell my mom, I'm going out, I'm going to the Shipin even.
Yeah.
She will just tell me who you with,
Yeah.
who you going with, what time are you going there, who you coming back with.
Yeah.
Done. Just tell me these things
Black man.
so that I know like the boundaries and everything, like, and always keep in communication with me.
Yeah.
She will let me go out and explore. I even remember one time I went out. I think it was maybe the first like serious party I went to.
Yeah.
She let me go out. She was talking to me, texting me, "Are you alright? Is everything fine? Whatever." She just said, "Tell me when you're done."
Nice.
Come back home. This was the most interesting and the most I still find it to this day one of the most amazing times conversations I've ever had with my mom. I sat down after the party. My eyes are red from drinking. She can smell it. She sits me down. She's like, "All right, how was the party?" Like, "I had fun. What? Were you drinking?" Now, like, when it comes from a mom, you're thinking, "Oh, this is where it goes down."
Yeah.
And I just thought to myself, yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yes, Mama was drinking. All right, what did you drink? Whatever. She started opening up the conversation, teaching me how to drink responsibly.
Nice.
She says, "I already understand you drinking. it's happening at this type of age. It's your generation. You guys are moving really fast. If you're going to be drinking, let me teach you how to drink properly. Don't go over the boundaries. Otherwise, you end up doing A, B, C, D. This will happen to you. That will happen to you. I'm just trying to protect you from that. See, there are some things that you can't protect your child from. Otherwise, they will just go do it themselves, come back broken.
Anyway,
Exactly.
Yeah. Have you, wait, before you go, have you guys had the sex conversation?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's very interesting. That's very interesting.
When are you not had this?
You've never had the sex conversation when?
My mom just brings it up randomly. See if I'm having sex, actually. I'm like, Mom, wait.
Come on. Your mom is like, my mom is so embarrassing. She just wants to talk about sex. She wants to talk about, you must do this, you must, her favorite line, condomize, Nicolette. And I'm just like, I'm not having sex. What you talking about? Okay, that's very, very interesting.
I've never had the sex talk.
Would you bring it up to your mom?
No. Like, it was just one of those things where, like,
She might teach you something about women, man.
Yeah, teach you something new, man.
I feel like I've learned enough from my own experience, but then I think the
You've learned absolutely nothing.
I've learned enough.
There's a lot.
I've learned enough to be where I am.
They're still going to manipulate you and tell you that when you break up with her, she's going to tell you she's pregnant.
No, listen. On that note,
Yeah.
I make sure that, listen,
they
there's no baby here. No. I'll
Women make babies out of kissing. How are you talking about you? But then you make sure there's no baby. Women will tell you, "You made out. I'm pregnant." What are you saying? That's why you don't know women, when. Hey,
honestly, like, on that note, my mom and I, we've never had that talk, but like it's always been very clear that if you're gonna make a baby, you best believe you are going to leave school, you're gonna go work, you're gonna take whatever money savings you've made, and you will support this
But
child.
mothers love their sons. They say that because that's what they're supposed to say.
Yeah, true.
But let's quickly go into a little bit more controversial conversation or space. Did you ever feel like your mom leaned on you for emotional support?
She still does to this day.
Because you're obviously, and I'm going to say something even more controversial, and I don't want to say it, but I've got to say it. Did it sometimes feel like you were like, not her boyfriend, but like, yes, okay, her boyfriend. Yes.
Like even now, if she sees this, she's gonna lose her mind. Like I still feel like with the things that she tells me to do, like
Yeah.
Sipo, do this, don't do that, and then if you don't follow something, like you said now with the emotional support thing, as I could feel it, there was always a bit of this emotional, manly feeling, manly presence in the house that's always been lacking. And then she does tend to lean on me, and to a point where I feel like if I was never in her life, my mom would have lost her mind and gone crazy, end up in a mental asylum. But anyway.
Wow, that's a lot. Okay.
And yeah, sometimes I do look at her and I think like, Mom, calm down.
Yeah, come in.
Stop crying, like stop getting so emotional. You need a man, yes. Like I'm honestly like, Mom, you need a boyfriend. Eh?
Like you never want to say it out loud, but like there are times when you just
It's all the emotions just like flood you. Like she needs someone to release it out on, and
Okay.
no emotions.
my mom leans on me for almost everything. The things that a daughter would do, things that a son would do. Guys, listen, me, I wash the dishes. I wipe the floor. I wash the car. I wash the dog. Okay, well, it's my dog, so I have to do that. I do it all, but sometimes I do feel like it gets a bit much, but it's not her fault, though. I mean, like, I don't blame her, because like, I am getting older, so, you know, I am becoming a man, so she's naturally going to feel, okay, listen, could you maybe drive to the store for me and get this and get this and get that? But there are times when I just want to like, I want to go and turn up, eh?
I just want to turn up.
I want to go and turn up. And then she's like, no, listen, this has to be done first.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, it's done. Oh, no, it's late. You can't go.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, okay. But then, I just feel like mothers they have to put up with a lot.
Yeah,
Single mothers have to put up with a lot, especially in this country. So,
Are you guys mommy's boys? You have mommy's boys?
I used to be. I'm not even ashamed.
A lot of my people think I'm a mommy's boy.
So how does it affect your relationships? You guys have dated before?
Yeah, I'm dating. It all depends on what one defines as a mommy's boy.
Yeah, Tina sometimes.
I'm dealing me now.
No.
Aye,
My
well,
mom swear by ID. Oh my God.
how so?
My mom says this. My mom says cook it this way. My mom says don't wear that. My mom says, shut up. But you don't say it like that. It comes across like you'll be talking about maybe cooking. Then you'll just say something like, oh no, my mom does it this way. I'm just like, that's great. Go sleep with your mother. Don't be saying things like that to me.
If your mom has played a major role in your life, why not?
I don't want to hear about her. It's great that she's there. It's a great thing that you've got a mother. But what's doing all the time?
Yeah, not all the time, Sharp. I do understand that there is a limit. But I find it absolutely fine.
And you know, also on that note, with dating, I've never had this thing of I need to introduce my girlfriend to my mom.
Okay.
Because
you are 18.
Yeah, but no, like you see with my mom, like she's very like you know, like she's very about me. Like, listen, this is my kid, this is my boy. I raised him from scratch, you know. So she knows I date. She asks, she's like, "Are you dating?" I'm like, She's like, "Oh, okay."
My mom gets jealous.
Like,
Is it?
and I feel like she does get a bit jealous, but like she doesn't say it out loud because then she knows that it's gonna sound like, you know, Zimshile. But you know, on that note, I just feel like introducing another woman to your single mom who raised you on her own is not always a good idea.
Why? This is the person you're gonna spend the rest of your life with.
Because in my relationship, I always make it feel like we're a team, all three of us.
Oh.
Me, my girlfriend, and my mom. We all know each other.
Also.
I get them to be at that level. I really love it. If I can go to the bathroom or go on a phone call, come back and find you guys having a normal people's conversation.
The day you guys break up and she's fallen in love with this girl,
Yeah, you see, that's the thing.
it's gonna be tough for the next girl, eh?
My mom is really like open, like she doesn't implant like,
Herself.
yeah. So she will say, I really like this girl for you. She's got these qualities, these qualities. I sort of feel like she's missing this. So like she'll always be there, like for me in terms of relationships.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's always really helpful in that. I do, like I said, I do sometimes think she does get jealous.
Naturally.
Like I'll be on the phone and everything like that. Come back, sit. Sips, how come you never call me? Like just to say. I always feel like my mom gets jealous when she sees, like whenever one of my girls leave, she's always like, Sips, how come you never call me just to say hi? Just to check up on what I'm doing.
Because you're my mother, not my girlfriend.
It's exactly how I feel, yeah.
Tell me, so they say that as women, we always look for always look for our fathers and our partners. So we look for somebody who's like our dads. Do you guys feel that you look for a woman who's like your mom?
I
Date women that are like your mom?
I usually try to avoid that.
Okay.
But
You consciously try to avoid it.
Consciously, yeah. But the one quality I always find in the women I get involved with, like my mother, they're strong, independent, and
females.
and they don't need me. Like they want me, but they don't need me.
Yeah.
They're like,
I want Nicolette so.
I want Nicolette.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, also with me. Also with me, like there are certain qualities that I take from my mom and I want to see in someone else.
Yeah.
My mom is very strong-minded. She can also be very opinionated in a positive way.
Yeah.
And she just has strong thoughts. She's very well-read. And I'd love to, like whenever I engage with someone, I like to know about them. I want to explore their mind.
Yeah.
And if someone just has a hollow mind, I can pick it up straight away because of my mom.
How about dom?
Yeah, you know, hollow brains and just I can pick it up straight away and, you know, I'm swerving.
Guys, thank you very much for sharing your stories. Just a quick one to just wrap up. 2 things. What would you say to your dad if he was watching? And what would you like to say to your mom because she's definitely watching?
What would I say to my... Okay, I'd say thank you, Mom. You're the plug, like you're the one, yeah. And to my dad,
Sure.
He's gonna move on.
Yeah.
To my dad, R.I.P. And wherever he is, I'm sure he's looking at me now and thinking like, hey, I should have stayed, yes. To my mom, can I look in the camera?
Yeah.
Mom, I love you so much. Thank you for everything that you've done for me. I'm sorry for everything I've put you through. And yeah, I can only get better from you.
Oh, that's very sweet. As we always say on this show, if you are not assertive, really, you can't sit with us.